What's up, guys? It's your boy DJ coming at you. Got my full garb on. I'm out here on the trails on one of my trail bikes. I'm on my Easy Motion Neo Prox. Check it out. Oh yeah, there it is. The Neo Prox. I've had this bike since 2015. It is quite awesome to me. It's made by BH Easy Motion. I'll get a little close up so you can see. Prox Easy Motion electric bike. BH is a Spanish company. They've been making bikes, they say, for like 90 plus years, maybe even over 100. But anyway, got my 350 watt hub motor here. I think it peaks out like maybe 500 watts, something like that. Here's your battery right here. Got a key that goes in there, unlock it, take the battery out, kind of got a curvature to it, which is quite awesome. Got my Walmart lights, even though I don't need them right now. Got my Miracle mirror, I believe that's what it's called. Wait a minute, hang on a second. Yeah, right here. These are really cool, guys, those mirrors. Mine's kind of shattered, but anyway, they do a good job. If you put them on the ends of your handlebars, they work really well. I did a little customizing to this bike back in the day. Here's a handlebar stem right here. And what I did was, knowing that this bike originally was like a street bike, you know, had street tires on it. And everything else, it was really more oriented toward that. But I wanted to make it into a lightweight trail bike because of the smaller tires, 20-inch versus 27.5 and the 26-inch tires. And one of the main reasons is the amount of torque that you can generate from a 20-inch rim because it's smaller. They call it having a mechanical advantage, you know. Instead of turning a big 27.5-inch wheel, that motor is just spinning a little 20-inch wheel. So it generates more torque, which is great for hill climbing. So even though this bike doesn't have a suspension, I still love it for the fact that I'm able to climb hills like crazy with this bike, even with throttle. It's only a 36-volt e-bike too. Plan on converting it to, upping it to a 48-volt. And this will be a monster of a bike at 48 volts as far as light trail riding and stuff. I'm back in the woods now. You can see, back on the trails. Walk down here a little bit so you guys can kind of see. Pretty cool, pretty cool. This is a hill that I just came up on the bike, and gradually goes down, and yeah, way around there, blah, 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 blah. But anyway, yeah. This bike does awesome as far as pedal assist when I need to come up a hill. Like when you're coming up a steep hill, I don't just use the throttle, you know, because the motor is only 36 volts. Still has a lot of torque, but it's more of a gradual pickup. So when when I'm on the flats, I use the throttle, just cruise around. But when I come to big hills, I kick that bad boy in pedal assist. So I'm pedaling with the motor, and this bad boy, I can climb any hill in the first level, the lowest level of pedal assist. That's how much power these motors, these brushless hub motors have. They have that much power where you can climb pretty much any hill in the lowest level of pedal assist. Quite awesome, I think. Quite awesome. So, just giving you guys a little update. I make these videos sometimes just to let people know what's out there, you know. It's a lot of cool things that you can get to make your life a little more enjoyable that you don't have to pay a lot of money for. I paid a bit for this back in the day, like $1,500, something like that. And it's worth it. I would tell anybody, this bike is worth the money. It's name brand, it really listed like $2,100. No, about $1,700. But it's worth every dime. Worth every dime. It's semi-folding, this handlebar, as you can see right here. It collapses, so, and the seat drops really fast, so you can slide it in the back of a truck quite easy. You know, if I needed to ride home or something, I could drop the seat, collapse the handlebars down. Awesome, man. This bike is just the bomb as far as I'm concerned. It has some heavy-duty Alex, has Alex rims. They were popular in the mountain bike industry. Front and back, which is awesome. Now, what I did different, I put the Max Daddy tires on the bike. So, look at the tires on this thing, man. It's a beast. It's a beast. What else? I do need to get some adjustment done on my gears. But yeah, this bike is a bomb. Excuse the rip in the seat. Got my little Walmart bag here. And a little bag on this little thing here on the back, which is totally awesome. Totally awesome. I have nothing but good things to say about this bike. Even the electronics are fine. And this is a 2015 version bike. So it's been around 5 years. 5 years. And I would tell anybody, if you can find this bike, get it. If you want an e-bike, worth every dime. Easy Motion. I mean, BH, they're a big bike company, so you got some support. It has a throttle too, of course, like I was telling you guys. All right, it'll get you. I'm 200 pounds. It'll get me up 200 pounds, 195, right in that range. It'll get me up to 18 to 20 miles an hour. You know, as far as top speed. But if you're 150 pounds, oh my gosh. If you're a lightweight guy, and you weigh like 150, 130 pounds, man, get this bike. Oh my gosh, that will be so awesome. I mean, because it has good torque now. Even in throttle mode, I can climb most hills in throttle. Yeah, it'll slow down to like 10 miles an hour, maybe 8, but it'll get me up the hill. These geared hub motors have more torque than direct drive hub motors. That motor has working gears inside of it, as well as a direct drive motor. It's just like a big coil, no moving parts. This motor has moving parts. It's made by a company called Dapu, and their motors are rated quite highly. You know, I mean, but that's I think back in 2014, 13, 14, they probably had the market. Dapu probably had the market in as far as quality hub motors. I mean, time comes on, you know, they got companies now coming out with hub motors with metal gears as opposed to nylon. So yeah, of course that's better. But that's growth in the design of motors, which is good for everybody, because I'm sure Dapu by now, if they're not, or they probably will soon have metal gears in their motors. But yeah, just doing a little update on the bike. This bike is the bomb. I got over 2,000 miles on this bike too, by the way. I did have to switch out my display there. My other one went kind of bad, but I got over 2,000 miles on that bike. Over 2,000 miles. So collectively, as far as e-bikes, I have probably right around 9,000 miles. No, I'm sorry, I'm exaggerating. Probably right around 7,500, because I got different bikes. I got a bike for each application. This is my lightweight trail bike. I got a full suspension electric bike made by the same company. It was my first bike that I got. Okay, full suspension bike made by this company. As a matter of fact, I broke my leg on my first electric bike. Go figure, right? I was pulling a wheelie and I forgot I had my pedal assist on, and I was on pavement. Don't do that. So there was no drag. It just threw me back, and I caught myself with my right leg, and my left leg got hyperextended. That was back in 2014, the end of 2014. So anyway, this bike is the bomb. I have other videos on my channel about this bike if you want to go on there and watch them. I can honestly say, I mean, I still ride this bike, right? I've had this bike 5 years, and I still smile. Like, man, I still trip over the electric bike, e-bike technology. I think is wonderful. I would tell anybody, you know, if you want to you want a second car, get you a bike, man. Save some money. Save some money, you know. These bikes are awesome. And now they're making a lot of these bikes for 48 volts, so you have more throttle speed. They'll get you up to 20 miles an hour, which is supposed to be the cutoff a lot quicker. So, yeah, guys. Easy Motion Neo Prox is an awesome trail bike. Awesome semi-folding bike, because the frame is solid. And when I had broke my leg, I had bought another version of this called the Easy Motion Neo Volt. It looks almost just like this, but it has disc brakes, and the frame pivots right here. So it's more of a folding bike. And I got that because I broke my leg, and and I was on the 3rd floor, so I had to leave it in the back of my truck and use that as an exercise bike to help my leg heal back in 2014, 2015. But anyway, guys, there you go. I just giving you guys a little update on the bike. I highly recommend anybody, don't buy a regular bike. If you can afford it, it's worth paying. I mean, they got a company called Rad Power Bikes. They make really nice bikes for the money, man. Really nice bikes for the money. So you might want to check them out. But one more thing about the Easy Motion bikes that I like. The slogan back in the day was the electric bike that doesn't look like one. And that's what I really like about their bikes. Look at the down tube, how that battery is integrated into it. A lot of people wouldn't even know that this is an e-bike. They think it's just a normal bike, but it's an e-bike. Cool, right? All right, guys, I'm gonna cut the video off. Later, Gator.